Hi, guys. Welcome back. Spoiler alert. After the fall of the Empire, the Star Wars galaxy was certain to undergo some changes, but one significant alteration is truly unexpected. It appears that the Bounty Hunters Guild is about to disband. The narrative of the New Republic era in Star Wars is equally magnificent, even though it has primarily been limited to Disney Plus. There is still plenty of danger, even though the rebellion versus Kek Empire is no longer the main battle in the galaxy. From Din Djarin and Greef Karga in The Mandalorian to Fennec Shand and Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett to Jod Nahud and other pirates like the Mandalorian's Vane in Star Wars Skeleton Crew, bounty hunters and pirates have largely taken over the story of Star Wars New Republic. In light of the galaxy's power vacuum, why does the Bounty Hunters Guild appear to be having difficulty keeping its membership? Ultimately, the Imperial Remnant remains hidden in the shadows until this day. In Skeleton Crew Episode 5, the most recent bounty hunter in Star Wars made fun of the guild Pocket, although the bounty hunters have been a mainstay of Star Wars narrative since the very beginning, which is why Boba Fett was first introduced to us in The Empire Strikes Back. The idea of the Bounty Hunters Guild didn't gain much traction until the release of Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Star Wars, The Bad Batch. We do know that the guild adheres to a particular code that encourages professionalism, that initiates must finish a bounty before being allowed, and that bounty hunters can advance through several ranks and levels, even though the rules are still a little unclear. Curiously enough, though, it seems that some well-known bounty hunters are growing weary of the guild's regulations. A new bounty hunter named Pocket approaches Jod Nahud, who is also known by his other identity, Dash Zentin, in Star Wars Skeleton Crew Episode 5. You have a lot to learn about pirates, and informs him of her activities since he left her drowning in a pit of leeches. After rejecting the low-rent guild jobs she was forced to take, she adds that she has left the Bounty Hunters Guild and is currently employed by a private customer. This implies that Pocket and potentially other guild members who are associated with them are fed up with the guild's stringent rules and poor compensation and may be considering going it alone. Pocket is obviously making a lot more money working for a private client, and she is not the only bounty hunter who has permanently departed the guild. Din Djarin is currently employed by exclusive clients as well. Din Djarin of The Mandalorian was also formerly a guild member. Naturally, this is how he famously formed his friendship with Greef Karga, and after realizing that the remnants of the Empire were pursuing him for sinister experiments, he located and shielded the young Grogu. Din has already formally departed from the guild as well, opting to concentrate on spending more time with Grogu and figuring out a more reliable but somewhat riskier source of income. Din Djarin's life has changed so drastically that he is currently employed by the New Republic as what can only be called an independent contractor. Even though we haven't seen him in this capacity yet, when The Mandalorian and Grogu eventually hits theaters, we will surely see more of it. Having left the perilous and difficult world of the Bounty Hunters Guild behind, Din and Grogu have made their home on Navarro. Greef Karga even quit the bounty hunting profession. Greef Karga left the guild along with Din Djarin, but his exit was arguably more dramatic than Din's or Pocket's. As the commander of the Navarro Hunters and a leader of the Bounty Hunters Guild, Greef was, after all, a guildmaster. In The Mandalorian Season 1, he killed his bounty hunters to save Din, Grogu, and Cara Dune. He later became Navarro's High Magistrate, transforming the once lawless planet into a respectable trading port and a refuge for families. Naturally, Din and Greef departed the guild for personal reasons. Neither of them could bear the labor any longer and chose to pursue a more fulfilling career. Greef constructed a school and improved Navarro, while Din adopted Grogu and raised him as though he were his own. Yet Pocket chose to work for a private customer since he was clearly irritated by the guild's low-paying positions and structure. It says volumes about these bounty hunters that they decided to abandon the guild. Hunters appeared to be losing faith in the guild's procedures, choosing to go it alone after building a solid enough reputation or quitting the bounty hunter lifestyle entirely. What does this signify for the career of bounty hunters going forward? The guild does at least follow a rigorous code of conduct, Will everyone in Star Wars really benefit in the long term if it collapses and the galaxy's resources become unrestricted? Thanks for watching.